All right, guys, so we wanted to do this state of the company thing, and we're going to be doing this on a more regular basis every quarter. We're running a little bit behind schedule because we wanted to give you guys some updates on OutFast Capital, because the last time we really kind of came to you guys and talked to you guys was at the 5-year anniversary party, where we talked a lot about what we're doing with OutFast Capital, so I kind of wanted to just run through a few things with that. Unfortunately, we had a couple months ago had to kind of hit the reset button with some of the things we were doing with OutFast Capital, which means OutFast Franchise Group, OutFast Acquisitions, OutFast everything. When it came to the Reg A and all that stuff, kind of had to hit a reset button, mostly because we're getting some not so great advice from our attorneys on what we should or shouldn't do. And so we just had to pivot and hire different attorneys to restructure and reorganize OutFast Capital a little bit, just taking a little bit of time. We're hoping to have most of that stuff done by the end of the month so we can start really hammering a few of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, okay? First and foremost, Griffey, this is for you. I want to let you guys know, if you haven't checked it out already, we have a brand new website completely revamped by Jeremy and his team over at Startup Street. So make sure you give Griffey a big high five or a big hug when you see him next, because it's badass. Here's a quick little snippet of it if you guys can see my screen okay. Did a really great job really rebranding OutFast Realty as well, with the Dealmaker moniker and the 401R, which we're going to talk about a little bit about tonight as well. But yeah, really happy with the way it came out. Yeah, guys, go play with it. See if there's anything that's broken, not working. We'd love to get your feedback on it as well. But really happy about that. Okay. With that update about OutFast Capital, we are anticipating we're about 45 to 60 days out to launch for OutFast Franchises. We are getting so close. We just have to revamp a little bit with the 401R and the structure of OutFast Capital in general, because OutFast Franchise Group is owned by OutFast Capital. So we're just about 45, 60 days out to launching to the marketplace. The cool part is we actually probably already have one sold in Dallas, Texas. So we're really excited about that. We just have to wait for that structure to get redone and put out, and that way we can file the FDD, the franchise disclosure document, in Texas. Obviously, we're doing it in Florida as well, and away we go. All right, so we'll be pretty quick on that. So a couple other things. Deployed Capital Group, who you guys have known for the last 2 years or so, has now become OutFast Funding. We wanted to just kind of rebrand that as well. We still own Deployed Capital Group. It has just been put on the side, on the back burner for now, but it is still our in-house lending for hard money. But it is now OutFast Funding. Griffey also did this brand new website for us, where you guys can watch that as well, or watch it. Go play with it as well. You guys can get funded. You can send your investor buyers or yourself there to learn about getting funded for that. Again, we still have the fix and flip loans. We still have buy and hold, and we are still doing transactional funding as well. So if you guys need any of that, we've still got it for you. It's just not on Deployed Capital Group anymore. It's OutFast Funding. All right. Closers Corner Podcast, Season 2 is launching in October. I'm currently reaching out to many of you to be on the Closers Corner Podcast for Season 2. We had 36 episodes Season 1. Just did a relaunch of that as well. So we'll be having more and more episodes coming out in October, so be on the lookout for that. If you guys don't remember, here's the Closers Corner Podcast. You guys can also, remember, you guys can use this podcast here. We also are building out a new podcast room in the new media room, which was my old office. So you guys can do it in private if you'd rather do it in private and not here out at the podcast desk, okay? You guys can go listen to the Closers Corner pretty much everywhere and anywhere. It's on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts, and Amazon Music as well, wherever you get them. All right? All right, so I wanted to kind of, with the state of the company, we're going to kind of go over our stats for the year, our goals for the year, and so on and so forth. And yes, I am blowing through this as fast as possible tonight. So year to date, OutFast Realty of Tampa and the Pinellas offices have accumulated a sales amount of $71.2 million. That is nothing to snuff at, ladies and gentlemen. You guys should be very proud of that. That is a hell of an increase for us as a group. If I remember correctly, it's about a 45% increase year over year from the year prior to that. So we are definitely doing a great job with that. We're also literally at 199 deals as of this morning when I pulled this list. We may have had a deal close today, so maybe we're at 200, but that's roughly running on to about 23 deals a month, okay? That's for just this year so far, if we were to keep on the same path. All right, I want to go over who our top producers are so far for the entire year to date, January till today. Number 3, we have Michelle Elgazel. She is at number 3 with just shy of $6 million in sales for this year. Congratulations, Michelle. Number 2, we have Bryce Wade, just shy of $7 million, 6.862 to be exact here. And now in first place, we have Nina, who is just squeaking by Bryce with 6.998 million in sales for this year so far. So give it up to our top 3. That's pretty amazing so far this year. Really proud of you guys for taking action and doing really good out there. All right. Our agent count as of today is 87 agents. Obviously, we do the roller coaster. We add some, we lose some, add some, we lose some. But we're currently, as of today, at 87 agents. We probably, hopefully, recruited a few of them here with the training that I was a little late to this thing for. All right. Our agent goal count for the end of this year is 100. We want to really hit 100. I'd really like to hit that next quarter with the amount of recruiting that we're really trying to do here. So all I ask for you guys that if you've had a good experience with some realtors lately, and you really think they would be a good fit for us at Outfast, just let me or Lauren know, and we will be the ones to reach out there to them for you. Okay? You're more than welcome to do that too, by the way, but we have the systems and processes here for that as well. All right? Our company goals, I want to kick that up to be averaging 25 deals a month, so that would be 25 deals a month. And then our sales amount, I want to hit 20 million by the end of next quarter, essentially. Okay. So, as we all know, I just did a recession-proof training very similar to what I did at TB-RIA. We can all agree that the market is shifting, and it's shifting pretty dramatically in a lot of different areas, and it's making its way from the west coast of the country to the east coast here over the next 6 months maybe. Okay, so I want to kind of go over what our plan is for Outfast Realty and the franchises and everything over the next 6 to 12 months or so. We're pretty much doubling down on everything, and I'm going to explain what that means and what we're doing for a lot of this stuff as part of the State of the Company address. So we're doubling down on the amount of marketing we're doing. We're doubling down the amount of training that we're going to be offering. Besides the new portal, which I'm going to get to, we're doubling down on communication. You guys will hear from us, me, Lauren, Cloder, everybody, a lot more. And it's because we want to make sure that you guys are on the forefront of this shifting market so that you guys are all prepared and ready to act accordingly based on what we are seeing as a group. So I ask you, as if we're willing to go above and beyond and reach out to you guys more often, please be reaching out to us, making your way into the office more often to be involved in what's going on a day-to-day basis in this market. Things have shifted so rapidly recently on the investment side as well. We've been getting better deals already. So we will be communicating more with you. We are doubling down on our technology, which I will get into that in a little bit as well. We are doubling down on our support for every one of you as well. And we're doubling down on the teams. What I mean by that is that we are shifting focus into building teams here at Outfast Realty. And the reason being is that our coach told us that. We actually hired a coach, which we'll talk about. We hired a coach specifically because we knew that we had a lacking ability to teach you guys how to build teams. And so Tom Ferry, Eisenhower, who happens to be our coach, and a few of the other retail real estate brokerage gurus out there are all screaming at the top of their lungs that the day of the single agent is almost over. And it will be because of what Zillow is doing and what Redfin is doing and Realtor.com and all this stuff. They're moving it towards building teams so that you all can be more successful because the days of the single agent are literally numbered because you can only do so much with the time that you have to make sure that you are efficient, that you are actually servicing your clients and making sure that they are getting what they deserve, okay? So unless you're going to have to start looking at building teams. We're going to get into that later too. We hired that coach for that very reason, okay? We grew so rapidly over the last year and a half or so, and we've like I said, we've gained agents, we've lost agents, and we wanted to figure out what are we doing wrong. I'm an investor and a business guy. Jeremy's an agent, but neither one of us have ever really run a brokerage. We've been in business for 5 years, guys, and we're still figuring things out just like everybody else is. So we wanted to hire a coach who really the specification was teaching brokers and brokerages how to operate at a much more efficient level and then bring that down to the agents that are the top producers that are going to run teams, and then that will trickle down all the way down to the common agent or the newer agents that might be on our roster, okay? So we recognized that we had a deficiency here at the brokerage because we kind of felt like we've been hitting a plateau, and that was the main reason why. And so we built out a complete structure, which we'll talk about for teams as well, to make sure that they are successful and the people who are on the team are also successful. Okay? So, with that new technology that we're referring to, one of the things that we did, along with new doubling down on training, is we actually just built out OutFast University with a brand new portal. Gone are the days of Kartra and the nonsense that was. It served its purpose for the 4 years or so that we used it, but that is no more. OutFast University is now a brand new portal, which is an amazing system. And I'm going to kind of go of a couple quick bullet points here. Lauren just made a video and put it in the Deal Makers chat a little bit about it. So first and foremost, we have a getting started thing on how to use the platform and how to use the IQ technology, which is the behavioral automation, such as the AI, if you will, artificial intelligence in there. And so it is, you guys know, I'm Tony Robbins guy, Darren Hardy guy, Grant Cardone, all these guys, and I'm really big into personal development. Clue are the same. And it's kind of become a thing here at the brokerage. This platform allows us to give you and fulfill that personal development need on a regular basis. The IQ technology at the very top here allows you to fill out a survey, and based on your answers in that survey, will give you recommended personal development trainings to watch and go through and learn. So I was really big on that. It has all of our old trainings, the retail side and investment side, but one thing we just built out are 2 roadmaps. We have 2 new roadmaps for success for our brand new agents, so that you're brand new to the brokerage, or one of the newer agents here. It's in your entire roadmap to get going and be successful. And then we have a roadmap for our new to OutFast agents. These are agents who are experienced, who have come from another brokerage, who want to just get to learn how we do things here at OutFast. So we have that roadmap as well. You guys, it's kind of hard to see on the screen here. Maybe you can see a little bit better. But if you can see that there's 452 courses inside of this entire new portal. It has access to our vendor directory, agent support, training calendar, which we're building out more and more as we go. It has all of our announcements, such as reminding you of the Inner Circle accountability meeting, and so on and so forth. And it has all of your stats as well going on through it. It's really an amazing tool that we just launched earlier this month. Additional training outside of OutFast University. We have, because we subscribe to the coaching program at Eisenhower, you guys all have access to their trainings as well. As on the split model and everything like that. So you guys have that access as well. Lots and lots of good stuff in there as well. We also, because we hired Eisenhower, we now have trainings for teams, people who want to start a team. If you haven't already gotten that call from me or had lunch with me, you know who you are, who have gotten that and have been approached about building a team. And we are very much going to support every agent who wants to build that team, because we know where the market is going when it comes to that. Okay? I'm going to blow through some new technology. We have developed some apps and more. First and foremost, you may or may not have seen this, but we did launch our Deal Makers app. This is our investor-facing website. This is designed for everyone who is a fix and flipper and eventually a buy and hold investor to use our app that is powered by OutFast Funding, to use it as a tool to analyze all of your deals, see what the profit margins look like, whether you're using all cash, using a hard money lender, private money lender, different splits to your private money lenders, however you see fit. It will allow you to analyze that deal. You can upload all the photos. And the best part about it is, if you're needing funding for that deal, with the click of a button, it will generate an entire PDF presentation packet and will immediately send that off to Damien and Matt and the team at OutFast Funding to get started on getting you approved for that loan based on that deal. So that's a really cool tool that we just launched a couple months ago, and we're really announcing it to you guys here now. You guys will all get slides, so you guys can scan this so you can download it on the App Store, whether you're on Android or on Apple. Okay? This is the brand new launch. Guys, this is super freaking cool, and I'm super happy about this one. This launched today. This is our brand new home ownership app, whether they're your leads or your clients or your sellers or your buyers or your sphere of influence, they're a buyer or a seller on the retail side, this app is for them, okay? This is the homeownership app, where basically we will have a lot of training on this, but this is going to be a super huge game changer for every one of you out there. This is going to help get your clients off of Zillow, off of Realtor, off of Redfin, and in our app, where they can communicate with you via chat. You will get notified via the KV Core app when they have favorited properties, when they have inquired about market reports, and they start clicking around and doing things. You will get notified to reach out to your database and say, hey John, hey Susie, hey Karen, I saw you were on this site looking at this, and you can see it in live action with push notifications to your phone to stay in touch with your clients so they're not hiring some other dipshit realtor down the street that you may go not like very much, and you're like, how did they get in front of that person? They're probably paying for Zillow leads. If you get your sphere and your leads and your clients in front of this app, you will win those deals when those other agents who are paying big bucks for Zillow and Realtor.com leads are not going to get these. We are one of the first 5 brokerages in the entire country to launch this app with KV Core. This is an amazing, amazing tool. We will have more training on this very soon, but this is live as of today. Okay? As we get going here, this is the iBuyer program that many of you have been familiar with. Many of you have not because most of you didn't use it. So we stopped using, but we're going to start using it again here very shortly. But the iBuyer program is back because inventory has shifted, and they're hungry for deals, so we'll be back on here. I've still been using it, and they're offering crazy prices for stuff right now. So we'll have more trainings on the iBuyer program here as well. All right? And probably the most important one. You guys were all, who were here before, were given stock option certificates for future date. Well, we're getting really, really close to this. We've already built out the technology for the blockchain for the 401R program. It is literally sitting waiting to transfer it from the demo site to the live site once we finish this corporate structure, the reset button we had to do. Once that is done, this is already done. This is ready to roll. So we have been working diligently on the back end, working this out for you guys. So those stock certificates that you guys have will be live here with, gosh, I hope within the next 45 to 60 days, just like the franchise group launch. So you'll have an actual, you'll have a live facing one, and then you'll have all that stuff every quarter will get hashed to our blockchain, and your 401R token will be there ready and waiting for you guys here very, very shortly. So super freaking pumped about that, okay? All right, so having said that, agents who are not on the split plan are not eligible for the new benefits. So the deal tracking and the length of brokerage, all that stuff, you are not eligible. What you got on January 26th at the party, that's what you've got. Because that's a thank you for being here from the start, or being here for as long as you have been, doing as many deals as you have, and representing OutFast Realty as well as you have. Okay? Those are all there. But for you guys to get the added benefits, you must make the switch to the new plan, which we're not going to go into too much tonight. Okay? But we are starting some new fees in October 1st. This is your notice of your 30 days, along with the emails and the texts and all the extra communication you're going to get reminding you about some of our new fee structures starting in October 1st. Okay? Here we go. You guys are already familiar with the agent membership fee of $97 a month. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that. Okay? What we're doing is we're adding a technology fee. And again, this does not start until October 1st. It includes all the new apps that we've developed for you and your clients to use to make sure you can do more deals, close more transactions, okay? The new apps, if I was to charge you for it and what it does for you, especially the new home buyers app, I would be charging you roughly $39 a month for each of those. The iBuyer program, you can go to Zoodealio right now and you guys can subscribe to the iBuyer program you want. It's $97 a month on an individual basis. That's going to get wrapped in because we're buying in bulk. Okay, and the 401R blockchain fee, if I was to parse that out and take the cost that we have to pay from that to you, it would be probably more than that, but it's roughly about $25 per person per month to manage your stock options and your stock option certificates, and then also the blockchain aspect of it. It is not a cheap thing to do, but we're literally only going to be charging you guys $50 a month of a technology fee. Having said that, there's only a handful of you guys who are already paying $147 a month. You will not be increased on your rate. Just want to make sure anyone that's on that plan is not going to have their technology fee added on top of that. So everyone, starting October 1st, will be at $147 a month for all the crazy, amazing things that we're providing for you guys. With that being said, with the world being what it is right now and everything, we are raising our transaction fee to $497 per transaction per side. And so we've done our research on this. We know without a shadow of a doubt that our transaction fee is at the bottom of the barrel for any brokerage in Tampa that is worth a damn. The ones that are the cheap ones, you know who they are. They don't give you anything. They don't supply you with anything. They don't have what we've got. You guys know it or you wouldn't be here already, okay? Just a refresher on the new split, because you guys will have the option to switch to that if you'd still like to, because of the fact that we have the blockchain stuff coming, the new, and a bunch of the other new stuff as well. Self-generated leads, 85-15 split, 85 to you, 15% to us with the $15,000 cap. Once we make $15,000 as a company off of you, you are at 100% commission, and your transaction fee drops to $297 like it used to be, okay? In-house leads, same as before, 75 to you, 25% to us, but they do not count towards your cap if you're on that. We are instituting a team commission plan because we're so big on teams. We want to incentivize our team leaders or potential team leaders. Everyone on you as a team leader and every person on your roster have a $10,000 cap. That's it. We go from 15 to 10. The more people you have on your team, the more 10,000 per person. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. That's best in the business. If you're going to go to you know who, you're spending $21,000 a year just for their cap, okay? And we're instituting or reinstituting our wholesale commission plan. This used to be in our broker structure documents. Somewhere along the line, with all the crazy growth that we had and changing things, somehow it got left out of a lot of you guys' wholesale commission plan. So everyone's going to be back on this commission plan as part of the new fee structure that's coming out. And that is this. Wholesale deals will require a $500 fee or 10% of your assignment fee. That is not for double closes. That is strictly doing assignments as an agent, because they're coming down hard. We've already been forewarned by our errors and omissions insurance company that we must have our I's dotted and our T's crossed, or guess who gets left out of the lurch? You and me and Cloder and anybody that's ownership, because guess what? Y'all get ownership in this company. So all of us are at risk if someone does something that they're not supposed to. So every single wholesale deal would need to be uploaded to dotloop for compliance purposes, for Lauren, for Lovely, or whoever, to check compliance to make sure you've done everything. We're going to have a checklist for you guys to make sure that you have all of your I's dotted, T's crossed, so that you're not just flailing out there. There will be a specific form that you get your sellers to sign. There will be a specific verbiage that you need to have in all of your marketing, a specific verbiage for all of your contracts. Okay? And that's that. Again, I'm not trying to get rich off this. I am just paying for the manpower to make sure that every single deal is in compliance, because if you do it outside of the brokerage and we catch you, one, you're gone, and two, your errors and omissions insurance will not be covering you if you make errors outside of what we've instructed. That's what our insurance company has forewarned us, because the state of Florida and probably other states as well are coming down on assignments heavily right now, okay? So we're bringing this back. Okay, so we have a couple things for you guys that we want to announce and do to you guys. With all that we're doing, we have a couple promises for our new or newer agents. We guarantee that you're going to make $50,000 over the next 18 months, because we know the average new agent makes about $24,000 per year. New agents. So what we have put out for you guys as a plan of action is that you must be attending our weekly sales and accountability meetings. We are going to be opening them back up to Zoom with cameras on, no cameras, or you're kicked out, for those sales and accountability meetings. You must complete your success roadmap for your new agent one inside of our new Outfast University within 30 days. You must attend all 60% of all of our trainings, whether that's hybrids like this, it could be via Zoom or in person, but you must be attending those over the time and where we're going to be tracking it. We can track your company-generated leads too. So you must be calling 75% of them, or you're out of the guarantee. And big one for me, at least, because I know the power of this, uploading your sphere of influence into KV Core and work your sphere of influence for 90 days, and then sending your app link to your sphere of influence to get them in the app, and so that you can be the face that they are always seeing when they're looking at buying or selling a house. Our experienced agents, these people who have done $5+ million in the last 12 months, our promise to you is this. We can basically guarantee you that we're going to be able to put an extra $150,000 in your pocket over the next 18 months. Because the average agent makes about $75,000 a year. Now, granted, some of you guys are already making that, and that's great. It's amazing. But for you guys to take it to the next level, We know for a fact that you guys who are the top producers that don't have a teams, you are teetering on the verge of burnout. I know it. I've already talked to some of you. I know it. Okay? Here's how we do it. It's very similar. The biggest difference is you're doing your different roadmap, but you're going to commit with us to build a team. And we're going to train you on how to do that every step along the way. Again, you're still going to attend the trainings. You're going to call the 75% of the leads. And again, you're going to upload all your surveillance to KV Core and the app and send them all that and work your sphere of influence for 90 plus days as well. Okay? I love this. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right, guys, so that's all we got for you guys. I wanted to, well, it's right on 30 minutes. How about that? So I'm sure you guys have questions, but like I said, we're going to be communicating with you guys a lot more as we go here. But we know what it's going to take for you guys to be successful, and we're here to help every single one of you be that. And so be on the lookout for more trainings, more support, more everything. And we know you guys are really going to be hustling because this market is going to be shifting. And the more we hustle now, the more we get smart with our hustle too, the better we're going to be able to weather this storm that's coming. And it's coming hard, guys. So we'll see you guys at the next State of the Company address in basically next quarter.